Hello, viewers. This is another episode, and this is your man, Afuk Anedom, and I'm with you again on the Wisdom Box. Today, we are going to talk about a very critical topic: fear. F-E-A-R. Fear. Did you actually know that fear is a destroyer? Fear is a killer. Fear is a poverty maker. Fear disgraces, and fear ends you up to where you're not supposed to be. Fear is very fearful because fear has a lot of critical effects that we don't even talk about. Companies died because of fear. Talents died because of fear. Marriages died because of fear. And even a lot of kids got hidden because of fear. Fear is a very big problem in this our world. Fear has made someone die young. Fear has made a rich man gone poor overnight. Fear has made someone become poor for the rest of his life. Fear has made a student fail exams. Then how can we overcome fear? We have to overcome fear by harnessing and by bringing out our gift of creativity and our talents to play so that success can be fully ours. Did you know that fear and creativity can never coexist? Did you also know that fear is not the same as carefulness? Most people confuse carefulness with fear. If you are afraid, it doesn't mean you are careful. And if you are careful, it doesn't mean you are afraid. If you are careful, that means you want to do things the right way. But if you are fearful, then it means that you are never going to be able to do what you're supposed to do. And you end up putting yourself in a bad, hiding yourself under a pit. No wonder Elizabeth Gilbert once said that fear is always triggered by creativity. It means that if you want to get fear out of your system, you've got to be creative. You have to make sure you bring your talent and your gifts to play. Today, I am going to take you through the 3 most deadly and dangerous effects of fear that we have never looked at, which is destroying our lives and would never stop until it destroys the lives of the next generation. Why fear is fearful. In today's life, fear has taken control of a lot of people's life. Fear has made a lot of people cry. Fear has made a lot of people lose their jobs. Fear has made a lot of people not be able to venture into the business they wanted to do. But let me tell you, in real sense, that business could have worked if not for your fear. Fear is really, really a poison. Fear shouldn't be entertained in our community, in our world today. Fear needs to be dealt with. Take a stroll with me as I take you through the great and the dangerous effects of fear. Fear is deadly. Fear had a physical and a health effect, and it can weaken your immune system. It can cause gastrointestinal issues for your body. Fear can really cause you a very big time health problems. You have to desist from fear. You have to run away from fear because it can kill you. Did you even know that it can accelerate aging? Fear is a very deadly syndrome. It can lock up your creativity for the rest of your life. Did you also know that it creates abject poverty? The fear of doing something, the fear of failing has made a lot of people poor in this world. And remember, Will Smith said something. He said, everything you ever wanted is on the other side of fear. That means if you can overcome, if you can jump over, if you can leap over if you can fight with fear and get to the back of fear, then everything you ever wanted is at the end. And you also know that fear has hidden a lot of gifts in people. Did you know that? The next point we want to talk about is the spiritual effects of fear. Fear has made a lot of people had a distrust in God. It has also made people confused about the God that created them and the world in which they live. You have to remember this. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians 14:33, he says that God is not the author of confusion, but he is the author of peace. God can never and will never make you confused about him. He will always give you a clear scene and a clear picture of his very being and who he is. And it has also stopped a lot of people from being able to wait on God, and thereby depriving them from receiving what they have to receive from their God. And it has also led a lot of people to lose their spirituality, that is fear. The next point is emotional effects. Fear creates self-dissociation. It breaks up your soul from your spirit and eventually from your body. Then you finally find yourself in a stage where you can never own yourself again. Fear has made a lot of people unable to love. Oh, come on. Afraid of losing a loved one. Afraid of being treated like the former one. That is fear. Who knows? Maybe you'll be able to adjust. Maybe you'll be able to fit well with this coming one. Bertrand Russell also said something. He said that to fear love is to fear life. And those who fear life are already 3 past death. It means that love is life and life is love. And if you fear any one of them, you fear the other. You don't deserve to have the other one. Fear is really a killer, and fear can take out of your hands what really belongs to you. Fear can take your joy, fear can take your life, and fear can make you die when you are not prepared to die. Come on, lose fear and make sure you get out of the grips of fear. Fear is never helpful. A lot of people wanted to live their creative life, wanted to live their successful life. A lot of people wonder why they've not been able to make it in life. It is all because fear is taking a greater part of your life. Fear is having a full control of your life. But remember that to live a creative life, one must lose fear of being wrong. You should always be ready to be wrong. No wonder Steve Harvey, he said something. He said that failure is the best and the greatest teacher of all. Are you creative? Do you really want to make it? Don't you want to become a bombshell? Don't you want to become a useless being? Don't just exist. Live a life, leave a legacy for the next generation to come and based on that legacy and make their lives better. Remember that the greatest barrier for that creative act, that spirit, that gift, that talent in you is the fear that is also hiding in the little part of your life. The little fear in your life can cause you the greatest creativity you can ever make in this world. That will transform your life for the better. Fear is just an obstruction. It's just a hurdle. You have to jump over it to achieve your dream. Don't be afraid anymore. Don't entertain fear. Don't make him happy to be around. Fear is deadly. See you in the next episode. Be motivated. Be inspired. It is not over until it is over. This is the Wisdom Box with Afik and Adam. See you. Thank you.